Hello everyone, how are you doing? I'm your host Malgares. Welcome back to the fourth competitive challenge on Masse. Today's the first game of 4. I'm playing Firebird on balls, you know what I'm saying? I love this map and I love Firebird as a commander. Let's get you all set up and get this turbine out pronto. Alright, okay. First gonna sell you off and get this sniper out. Before I get my sniper out, I also do want to get my technology out. 2 turbines are more enough if you want to start some basic construction work. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Also, he gave me a great opportunity to do some sniper harass, which I'll gladly accept. Thank you very much. Put you right here. Second turbine is on the way. That's a perfect place to build a battery to get that early energy. Storage going. Open up the door and start sniping. Better build something to protect that thing, my friends. How are you? So, I would hate for you to lose your turbine. It makes not a big difference for me though. I mean, it makes a lot of difference for me. I would love to have you lose a turbine. Just cover you up real quick. There we go. There's actually not a lot of wood there, so I can slice it off pretty easily. Okay, it's time to go for a turbine and also see if I can slice those off. Oh, also my 5th mine, very important. Build a little on the draw. Not bad. Okay, right now my bus is being contested. Gonna be a tough fire, at least for the time being. 5th mine. Ooh, an upgrade center. Ooh, hitting the tech. That's pretty nice. You don't want to see that happen. I actually see a pretty nice buzzsaw spot right over there. Well, that's embarrassing. Just gonna lower my Firebird a little bit, see if I can't hit that core. Because right now that's pretty ripe for hitting. Ah, okay. That's a shame. At least I got 6 mines out, which is a good amount of mines. There's something over there, so I'm curious what I'm looking at. That's a pretty direct hit. Okay. It's a bit of a smoky core. They call him Mr. Smoky Core. You know, smoke my course last time. Sorry about that. What the heck? I'm already close to dealing fatal damage. How is that possible? I could not have done that much damage, right? Yeah, that's weird. I'll take it. Any AoE like that? I'm not gonna say no to that. Nope, that's the wrong material. That's the right material. This is my Kent's about to finish. Don't mind me. Using that to my advantage. go. It's a pretty difficult angle to hit, at least for now. Also storage, pretty important right now. Well, that's actually pretty good. Ooh, nice reflexes. That's gonna make my life a bit more difficult. Also, I'm very curious as what weapons they're fielding. Because I do recognize I'm running out of time. My momentum is swaying. But as long as the scan is alive and I can deal some direct damage to their core, I should be able to steadily decline their health. I also kind of wasted a commander ability, which is unfortunate. But they are also preparing their own stuff. So you know, you get some, you lose some. Classical story of life. Right, a sniper. Oh. Deflected. Nice reflexes. Nice shot. See if this AoE all hits. Oh. That went straight through. Hot diggity dog. Alright, GG. That was a pretty good defensive setup, but it's anymore still a bit more damage than anticipated. And that's the first game out of 4 today. Let's move on to the second game. Welcome to Battlegrounds. It's the first time playing this map this season, and I do like this map. It's not my favorite map, it's one that's very close to being one. Right? Because you need very little infrastructure to get started. So let me just sell you off and sell you off as well. We got some stability take right down. And my first turbine is almost started, so I'm going to add a little bit of tech over here. There we go. Sell you off. And get a rapid economy going. Sell you off as well. My opponent seems to have the same idea. I'm going with them. This one, it's very easy to have a strong economy. To get you, no, that's gonna be placed my upgrade center. Once ready. And get a sniper out. Because those turbines are pretty vulnerable, and I'm gonna take advantage of that. Alright, go. Just gonna open you up for some harassment. Sure wouldn't mind that, would you? A lot of infrastructure getting up there. Curious as to what their plan is. Right, slightly lower this. Let's see how they will react to a couple of turbines being shut off. There you go. That's pretty sweet. Reinforce this over here and get these layers going. 2 rockets are nice, but they're not enough. My opponent's clearly building something over there, so I should anticipate some heavy resistance. I also have more practice built on this map. I'm just going off the feeling that I did last season, and I feel like it's not going too great right now. They're building up to some anti-air or rocket placements. We shall see. Also I see great opportunity for buzzsaws. And if luck favors me, I can get a few machine gun nests over here. But luck has to favor me. Because if it doesn't, I'm in a bit of a problem. Ooh, they're building a barrel. Well, let's see what they're doing. Interesting. They're securing additional place. Well, let's see if I can shake things up a little bit for them. A little wake-up call. Uh-oh. The sniper's gonna wreak havoc if I'm not careful. That's some direct damage. That thing was up just in time. Good too. I was expecting heavy resistance, I'm glad I got it. That's upgrading mines, smart. Yeah, I'm not getting through there anytime soon. Let's go on some specialist tools, namely buzzsaws to help out over here. Oh, I see that sniper. Nice anti-air placement, my friends. Let's see if it's enough. They got laser though, gotta be careful of that. Alright, all my mines are ready and upgrades, at least close to. Now it's time to start working on their anti-air. Let's see where they're building some of those lasers. Those lasers are gonna be really deadly. So I'd like to take care of those rather sooner than later. Or should I say rather sooner than later. Double jump, I know. What's this over here? Well, let's see how I like a couple of buzzsaws. Oh. We had the game. I mean GG, but we still had the game, my friends. Alright then. That's the second victory of today. Let's move on to the third game of the day. Alright, welcome back to Elephants. This one I did prepare a little bit more since last time. So let's get these two easy turbines out 100%, which is extremely valuable, and build up to our major economy. Put you over here, there we go. Also, my favorite team in all of the games, the Indonesia relaxing team. I just love this one. There we go. Oh, I'll sell you off. Can't forget about you. Get this turbine out. And get a fourth mine rather. And I get my fifth mine out. And now it's time for some technology. What's my opponent doing? Ooh, also a very strong build. But don't mind me introducing a little bit of harassment. You know, I like to make people's life a bit more difficult than they're supposed to be. Spice things up, you know? In forts, of course, not in real life. I'm not that kind of guy. At least I try not to be. Ooh, sniper. There we go. Get that being built, it's time to expand to the low ground. Let's set up our next position. Sniper's done. Time to harass. They call me the Harassaur. The Harassasaurus was my favorite dinosaur. The Harassasaurus, of course. Nice to see as things are going well. Upgrade center is down, which means it's time for some action. Ow! Well, that's rude. You're not supposed to snipe my sniper. It's almost like you're trying to win the game or something. What idiot wants to win a ranked game? Super silly. However, Gav credit where credit's due, Derek Conley build is bustling. Alright. I didn't see anything wrong just yet. This guy's... he's running himself off. I just know it and I can feel it. So, 3 rockets and smoke launcher for this one. And then we're talking. Well, that's an AP sniper. I'm in a bit of a pickle. It's not great, not great. Over here. Imagine if there's a commander who has a passive of upgrading buzzsaws. That would be very, very sucky. Are there rockets? I don't see any rockets just yet. Actually, there might be... oh, I see. There's might actually mortars now I think about it. Ooh! Thank you, Jesus. You protect me from certain doom. Oh no. That could have gone far worse. Let in though. This guy knows what's going. That's okay though. He's not going to be prepared for my onslaught. Might have a lot of confidence anti-air. Let's see how it confidence pulls through some extreme pressure. Oh, frick. Well, that's pretty good. Okay, those buzzsaws right now are really, really on point. Gotta give him that. Nice plenty of time to prepare his smoke launchers as well, which is not great for me. If he has just aimed straight at my core, he actually could have destroyed me, which is pretty ironic. That's gonna hurt. But that's supposed to hurt him, not me. Uh-oh. That was the fight as I wanted to be. I think I have to aim just a little bit lower. Still. Multiple angles. Smart, smart, smart. I'll sell you off and get you out. I think if I start targeting specific targets, then it will be a bit more effective. I also forget to upgrade my stuff. Oh! That's not great. Okay, he can out DPS me on a more consistent basis. That means I have to play a bit more defensive. Slide. I can still wrestle the upper hand though. I gotta be a bit smart about this one. Which currently I'm not being. Oh. That's not good. That's a punch in the gut. Well, time to rush. This is my last resort after all. Oh. That was. Whew. Oh man, I'm recovering from this one. I was so close to destruction. Might not know it's like that because my base was relatively untouched, but I was very, very close to destruction. Yeah, so they were covered over there. They lost a small turbine here on the back. I smoked out. That's covered all the area I need to do because I'm just focusing on top. And then I think the impact was direct, but not enough to destabilize over here. One of the joints broke, I believe. Yeah, that one broke. That took the whole structure with it. Oh, those are two cannons. Yeah. That's that. GG, you are very good. That was a very strong defensive play. That was the third game of the day. Let's move on to the fourth one. Alright, we end the same way we started as. Balls. Let's get this mine going and this turbine out. Suns out, guns out, turbines out. Show me your turbine. I want to snipe it. I want to shoot it. I want to see it bleed. Oh, they're going for back turbines. A very safe option. Especially against me. For someone who wants to punish those dirty, filthy turbines. Except that they're on my side, of course. Then, they're the best turbines in the whole world. Nice mine. Mind if I shoot it? Supposed to give an answer. Right. It's pretty nice. Gonna get this battery on the back in a moment. But just because your turbine's on the back doesn't mean they're necessarily safe, you know? Place over here and then place battery over here. That should be a bit safer. Alright. That's good. I got my basics covered. Oh, I shot a sniper. That's pretty neat. I think my mortars will be ready in a pinch. Perfect. Not the ideal location, but it's serviceable. And they're not instantaneously repairing their mines, which means they're very aware of how this game works. The reason why it's a bit of a mistake to repair mines in the early bit of the game is because it costs resources, and when you're repairing something, it's not producing. If it's not producing, you lose a lot of momentum. But you have to repair eventually, because if any piercing projectiles get through, you will lose it permanently, then you're in a difficult spot. Which you don't want to be exactly. That's why I built these puppies. Make sure there are some consequence to not repairing their stuff. There the air seems to be ready and ready to go. Okay, so I got a couple angles here. I can support my mortars, which I'm going to do. And after that I'm going to see if I can go to that heavier weaponry that I need to finish off the opponents. Or I can just get lucky and, you know, fire on all cylinders and punch them that way. Right now I'm just slowly creeping. No, okay, I thought it was a silo. Thank God it wasn't. Still surprised my shots get through though. Alright, they got anti-air on multiple fronts. It's a very smart move. Not as effective as I anticipated, but it's fine. Alright. Yeah, keep them busy. Keep the squad busy. While we establish a new perimeter. By new perimeter, I mean more production. And stronger weaponry. 20 millimeters are alluring, but I feel like a can will be more effective in the situation. One can is enough to penetrate most of the defenses as of now. Okay, that's not a lot of damage, don't be deceived by the sounds. So I got some time to get this one rolling up. Oh, I see what you're trying to do. Well, that was pretty bad on my part. Just wait for a moment. There's a lot of money in their infrastructure, which means I have some time to fill my heavier weaponry at a more comfortable pace. Also, I should probably fire a bit more accurately. But their production is in top condition, gotta give them that. They're playing shock and all. That barrel was a dead giveaway. Uh-oh. That's gonna be a bit more different, but... Alright then. That's actually very good. I like my opponents play their game smart like that. Now let's see if my power can catch up to them. Because my speed phase is close to done, I will not get any more mileage out of these Firebird or these Firebird mods, especially since they have done it like this. And also shock and also uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, thank the Lord did hear an upgrade sound, because that would be very, very sucky. That thing got upgrade, I'll be in a bit of a huge trouble. A bit of a huge trouble. Okay, but I do my sudden upgrade sound because that's not gonna be sustainable. Okay, I can do that. Let's see. Upgrade center over here. I believe I know what's coming. They should be prepared. It's a very smart move to be prepared for this one. There's also a small bonus for all our Firebird players. The AoE is insanely good once you have your active machine guns. They have been nerfed though, so be cautious about that. Also, I shouldn't nerf my own economy. Scan all battery out just in case of power shortage, because Shock and Awe can stun your turbines, and once she does, you're in a bit of trouble. Which of course you don't want to be. Well, top down can be a very lethal angle in this case. GG. That was a very good. Ooh, there are 2 warheads aiming right at me in a moment. Yeah, it's a top down angle. That's why building top, the cans on top, right in the bottom, is something that I prefer doing. So once they get like a little thing over here, like an anti-mortar nest with machine guns, you somehow can open it up. That's when you can really pierce through. Also, the fact he has a big base makes it a bit more difficult to handle Firebirds, since, you know, putting fire over place is a bit terrible. That shot being sliced. Those were the 4 games of the day, which resulted in 4 wins. So no taking of glasses, no corks from my mouth, no blindfolds. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, why not like the video and subscribe for more content. That is all. I'm your host Malgaris, and I'll see you next time. Bye.